Renowned chef and author Anthony Bourdain once said, "I think food, culture, people, and landscape are inseparable." This statement couldn't ring true to Botswana and the rich diversity of traditional food that speaks of the beautiful culture, sites, and people. We spoke to Mrs. Tsepo Makete, a dietitian at Block 6 Clinic, to share more on the food culture in Botswana.
As you all know, Botswanas are people who used to do a lot of farming, be it plowing crops, be it rearing animals, and those crops you'd find where they'll get almost everything that they needed from the farms. And all the food groups would be found in the farms, be it carbohydrates. They'll get carbohydrates from lebelebele, from mabele. They'll get their vitamins from mahapu. They'll get their proteins from the nuts and the beans. And they'll get their proteins from the meat. Meat from the pudi that they've reared, and the eggs, they would produce their eggs. So in a nutshell, I would say they had almost everything, all the kind of food items that they needed were within the farm. So, and those food had less fat, less sugar, less salt. So to me, I would say they were quite healthy compared to what we are eating.
So with the wholesome and tasty array of traditional food available, what led to the change of food culture in Botswana?
So due to urbanization, due to more people going to work or being employed, we are seeing less people doing farming. We are seeing more people working, which means they don't have time to cook. They don't have time to either produce their own foods. So a lot of people are eating more of convenience food. They're eating what is available in the market, what is available in the shops. And we find that those foods are high in fat. Example, the chipsy. Then we see that the snacking habits, let's alone, they would regard them as unhealthy. Like we see a lot of people eating Buddhism by chipsy, which has actually less nutrients. More people are eating foods which are less in fiber, like our refined carbohydrates, those are some of the examples. Then we see more people eating less vegetables, less fruits, because of access, because of even the prices that you show. And then those foods, they predispose us to having lifestyle conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, and cardiovascular conditions. So the other thing is preference of foods. We see more people, especially young people, preferring to eat more of convenience foods. They are very high in fat, some are high in salt, some are very high in especially trans-saturated fats. So examples can be the pizza, which are readily available whenever you want to eat them, you eat them. But you'll find that those kind of foods, you would eat a whole lot of it, like in terms of portion sizes, and that would predispose one to having obesity, which in turn can lead to diabetes and hypertension and other cardiovascular conditions.
A poor lifestyle leads to a poor diet. How does a poor diet make it hard to recover from COVID-19?
Basically, a poor diet will make somebody who has diabetes not to be able to control their blood sugars. And COVID-19 being a viral disease, you have created basically a nidus. You've created somewhere it thrives, so it will grow faster, it will multiply, and the person already has an immune system that is weak from the diabetes. If now they have a virus that is growing faster, it will overwhelm the immune system that is already weak and make the recovery process longer for somebody who has diabetes.